Ah, border prints. I love border prints. They make such pretty skirts, but they do have their limitations. But what do you do about double border prints? Double the trouble. But I have an idea. I'll show you what I'm gonna make. Coming up. So I was just in New York shopping for some fabric. I went to Brooklyn. I'm gonna do a video on fabric stores of Brooklyn, and ended up on Long Island. And now I have to go to Long Island and look for a lot of fabric stores. There's a lot more there than there is in Brooklyn. And of course, New York City has a lot. Done a video on that one. I don't know if you saw it. Put a card up here. New York City fabric stores. But the fabric store in Long Island, I went to a quilt shop, and it was a Sunday. It was one of the only ones open. And the lady there, I can't remember the name of the store, had an interesting name. So or something like that. And it was in Islip. And the lady there showed me this. I bought a few fabrics that I really loved. And she goes, "You ever seen the double border prints?" And I'm like, what? But I guess I kind of knew what a double border print is because it just has the prints on both sides. But this one has a really wide print, and I was just really attracted to the color. So it has this really bold, pretty print on it. And I was thinking that would be perfect for my rosy skirt. And I just made this one. It's the postcard rosy skirt, and it has 3 different layers on it. And I just end up loving this skirt, and it's so much fun to wear, and I want to make another one. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that would be pretty with that. And then shopping around in Brooklyn, I actually found this fabric. I couldn't find much there, but I found this like sheer aubergine brown. It's not an exact match with this, but this has brown and cranberry in it. I thought this would be a pretty layer. And then I found this fabric in Rome, and it's a really soft sateen. I think it's rayon, and it's just soft and drapey. And I thought this would be great for the 3rd layer, and just do like little layers that poke out, so not real deep, because I need to make this layer longer to get all of the print in there. Then I found this. I'm cleaning out my bins, getting ready for my summer camps, and I was like, I don't particularly love this trim, but with all of this right here, and wow, it looks great. So it all kind of came together. I love when that happens. So I'm gonna put this whole 3-layered rosy skirt together on this one with little different layers. See how it goes. I'm also gonna just do a black yoke on it. I have a little heavier cotton. It's a cotton sateen. And that one's gonna be good for the yoke. And there was this fabric. Somebody donated this fabric here, and they had painted the florals here. I think there was a few of them. Can't remember. Yeah, is this one too? No, they didn't paint on this one. Or maybe they did, I don't know. But this one is, wow. I saw this and I was like, I really want to do this. So it was like a batik, unless they just, you know what? I think it was I don't know what this is. I just know I want to do it. So, but I don't know if I can do flowers like this. I just have to kind of really practice. But I thought what would be fun is not to do complete flowers like this, but take some white paint, like right in here, and put little like sprigs of highlight in there. And I think that would be really fun. I'll have to test it on the scrap. I'm probably going to have just a little scrap left here and definitely test it. There's also butterflies in here, so I could even put another color in the butterfly and just put a little bit of paint and add a little touch to it. So that is my project. I'm going to get started on cutting this out, and then I have a class coming up, so I'm going to have to come back tomorrow and start sewing it. I don't even know if I'll get it cut out tonight, but I'm so excited. So a new skirt coming up. So I laid out the fabric on top of the brown and the black, and to get the longer shape, this fabric needs to be 60 inches wide, which it is. And then my brown is actually about 60 inches also, so I'll make that one a little shorter. And then I want to use up the whole piece of this, so I don't want to do too short of a layer. So I'm going to just do as much length of the layer as this as I can. I'll do a little black border here, and then a little bit of the brown peeking out and a little bit of the black peeking out. And I'm going to do a black yoke right here. This is a sateen black. It's when I tried to order Supima fabric, that's what I got. It's not exactly Supima, but it's pretty nice. So I can use the yoke here, and then my trim right here. Wow, I found this in my bin, and wow, this is, I can't even believe how this is all coming together. I hope it's as pretty as I think it's gonna be. So yeah, and then once I cut it out, I'll be underway. I'm in to sew my skirt today, although I have to cut it out first. That's the hard part. It always makes me nervous because, you know, you got to make sure you don't make any mistakes. I've cut this skirt so many times. Wow, you think I wouldn't be nervous. But I went home last night and pre-washed the fabric, and I believe it shrunk, because I was thinking, what if I put all this work into this, a lot of hemming, and then painting, and then I wash it and it shrinks? I'm like, oh, that would be like tragic. So yeah, gotta get it cut out. And then last night before I left, I got the yoke cut out because I was anxious to get this started, and I've got it marked and pinned, ready to go, and I have a lining, and yeah, I'm just going to sew these together. I really like the linings on the cottons because it helps it slip around and be a little more comfortable on there. So yeah, just sew this yoke up. So now I have to lay out this fabric. I'm going to I'm going to cut them 3 at a time, do the little different layers, and yeah, then I'll be ready to make this skirt. Okay, trying to map out how to cut this right here. So I think I've got to cut this first one the size of the pattern. Okay, so what I need to do now is this length is a little longer than the other one, but I think that's going to be fine. So I think I'm just double check this before I cut. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Go out a little bit. All 4 the same, right? Or all 3. Sometimes you just read. What does it say? Measure twice, cut once. How many layers do I have here? 3. Just a little bit there. Now I've got these 3 pieces to practice painting on. All right, I think I need to hem all these. Yes. There's a lot of hemming to do. But the lengthwise hemming was so easy. That's where I got the selvage in there. I think because it's tight and it didn't stretch as I went. So just rolled it up and it looks great. Now I want to get it on the sides, and what I've been doing is looking at ribbons to put these on. And I have this really great ribbon. It's kind of like a cotton, the little binding, and I thought it'd be perfect for this. And then I thought I could just press this in half and then sandwich it, but it doesn't want to press. And it must be polyester. I don't know, because it just, yeah, it wasn't cooperating. And then I don't want to just put it on the end here like that, because then it's kind of duller black. It's kind of a little thicker than that one. But then I found this ribbon grosgrain. It's brown, but I like it. I'm going to get it in black. And it's the perfect width. What is it? 3/8. So I press the hem up this way, and I'm going to go get some black ribbon and then just sew it down right there. It'll kind of be exactly or close to the edge of that. So it'll look like, yeah, on all corners it'll be black. So that's what I'm working on here. So I just got it pressed, and now I got to go to the store and get ribbon. 3/8 inch black. I hope I can find it. It's kind of an odd little number. But yeah, so I got that one done here. Now I have to hem all the rest of these, and I hope I have matching thread for this one. So I might be a while. This is going to take a time. What I like to do is do the length grain ones and then come back and do the cross grain ones, because cross grains stretch out a little bit more, and I just do it a little at a time. And then I'll throw in the yoke there in the middle. And I don't like to get stuff monotonous, you know. I don't like to do the same thing over and over again. Although I do the rosy skirt over and over again. Go figure that one. But they're all different. That's the beauty of the rosy skirt. They're all so different. It's kind of challenging and fun to see how I can make this pattern all look different, right? All right, lots of hemming to do. Be right back. Have all the layers hemmed. That wasn't too bad. I think it probably took me maybe 40 minutes, 45. So it wasn't too bad. Wow, got them all done. Although I need to get ribbon for this one, but that's quick and easy. It'll take me longer to go to the fabric store than it will to sew it on. So now I have to put these all back together, baste it around the circle part, and add my yoke. That's what's next. And then I can actually try it on and see if it fits. And hopefully the lengths are good, because that's it. Okay, put these all right sides up and all the different layers. And match so this is the center. Find the V's are the center. Okay, now I'm going to pin and baste these 3 layers together. And then I will attach the yoke. I'm not putting a binding in between, I'm putting that trim on top. So that's actually so much easier. All right, finish this layering up. Have the 3 layers connected. Wow, look how pretty those look. Oh my gosh. I just love these colors. Looks like a fall skirt though, huh? A little fall-like. This will be nice in September. Okay, now I need to attach the yoke. And I put a T for the top. Let's see, right there. I'm so square, I don't know what's the top. So now I have the side little slit here, and then the side seam here. I'll put these on in quarters, like that. Make sure I get it around. It's so easy to twist these around. Have it all pinned. Now I just have to go around it. I guess I'm going to sew it 5/8 all the way around, attaching the yoke. Have it all sewn. Let's see how this looks. Ta-da! Ta-da! Wow, that is really pretty. How long is it? Ooh, it's long. It's touching my toes. Maxi skirts are in, so this is good. I could shorten it a little bit right here. I should probably try it on. I think that's what I did with my postcard skirt. I'm actually wearing my postcard skirt now. Yeah, the bottom layer touches the top of my toe, and every once in a while I'm like, what? That's so weird. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the skirt. I think there's like a snake coming. Wow, this is beautiful. Now what I need to do is add this trim. I remember I bought this trim, I think, used to do jazz your jean classes, and I bought this trim for all the little kids to jazz their jeans up with it, and it's been in my stash for a long time. So now, I thought it was kind of a kid trim, but I kind of like it. But yeah, now just sew this on there, And wow, look at that. That is so cool. So I'm just gonna do I have to press the seam up, then stitch that, and then I'm gonna put the lining in here, and then like hand stitch the lining to that. I like to roll it under and do a little hand stitch, because if any of this changes at all, then sometimes the linings will, I don't know, grip, and then you'll get little bubbles in it. So if you hand stitch them in, you have better control of it. All right, wow, this is coming along. Woo, this went faster than I thought. I thought this was gonna really take me a while. But I do have to paint it and all, but I can wear it before I paint it though. I don't have to, paint it first. All right, gonna get my trim on here, try this on. Wow, it looks like it was so meant to be. This trim was meant for this skirt. I can't even believe it. So amazing. See, sometimes you hold on to that stuff for years and then you use it. So you want to like clean stuff out all the time, but you're like, I might need that. So, wow, it fits perfect. I'm gonna shorten the yoke about an inch, and I'm gonna take off 1.5 inches in the center front and scoop it around 1 inch around, because it's been kind of dipping on me a little bit. I think my body's changing. So yeah. All I gotta do is I'm gonna baste the lining in there, cut that off, and then I'm gonna add my 1-inch rollover elastic. This is the last of my elastic. I gotta get some more. I have a whole video on how to use this elastic. It's real simple. You just sandwich the top in and you stretch as you go, like that. And I do quarter and quarter, stretch it, and zigzag it over. It's really simple. And wow. That means this skirt will be done in moments. And then I can wear it. Although I can't, because I gotta get the ribbon to finish this off. I sure hope they have some black ribbon. So I'm gonna finish it and then wear it, and then I'm gonna paint it hopefully soon. Yes, because that paint will be pretty. I just hope I don't mess it up. That could be a problem. I have to definitely, test it. Have the elastic in. Ta-da! Just a little rollover elastic. It just barely grips. Fits like that. Wow, it looks wide. So, wow. Now, off to the store to get my little ribbon, 3/8, and gotta dig out some fabric paint. I gotta get some white, and I probably don't have burgundy. Well, I'm at the store, I'll have to get some burgundy, and what other? Maybe a green. I'll have to bring the scrap of this. First, dig into my storage at home with all my dyes and fabric paints. And then, I'll show you how this all looks. Made it back from the fabric store. I ended up going to Joann's to get the ribbon. It's just a 3/8 inch grosgrain ribbon. It's basic. I didn't have to go to Hobby Lobby and spend hundreds of dollars walking through there. So, yeah, Joann's. I do that in Joann's too. I spend too much money, but I was able just to go in there and get 2 things, and I left. So my next step is to add the ribbon to this one, or both sides, and I just rolled up the hem right here, just like 1/4 inch or so, because it has to be small, because I want to just cover that. I'm just going to do 1 stitch down it, and it will cover that. And then the beauty of it is there's no hem on the other side. That's going to look really good next to this black border right here. So I'll finish that up. It's pretty simple. And then I'm going to put on the dress form and put little touches of paint on it. I went into my storage unit where I have all my paints from my, we have sewing retreats, and we fabric paint on there. And I had these 5 colors, which are actually all the colors in this print except for the blue. So I was like, wow, I already had it. So, and I was practicing painting right here. So I painted the butterfly, and I put the blue in there because I thought there's no blue anywhere, and then the butterflies will just pop out with a little bit of blue. And then I put some little dots in the flowers, and then some burgundy dots in that print there. Just kind of punch up the color a little bit. The problem is I'm going to wear this tonight, outdoor concert, and yeah, I And I hope it dries. I have to get the blow dryer out. See, I'll just do light touches of it, and then I can always paint some more of it later. So I'm gonna put it on the dress form and just touch up with some paint on it just for fun. And I'll show you how it looks. Okay, finished my skirt. I painted the butterflies. Got a little blue and pink in my butterflies. And this is, yeah, how it looks. Just a couple extra little colors on there, and and to pop out the butterflies. I think I'm gonna stop there. I could put some dark green in there, maybe some yellow. I think I might need to get yellow. I'm gonna wear this pretty soon, so I gotta let this dry. and yeah, I pre-washed all the fabric so that I can just hand wash it and not have to worry about dry cleaning, because then I'll never wear it. But this is how the skirt looks. I love this trim. I love the ribbon border on the side right here with the black on the sides. That looks great. This is a pretty lightweight. I mean, this layer is so light. And yeah, it is ready to wear. I get to wear this in the next hour. And yeah, got the fans on, trying to get it all dried up. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I hope I inspired you to get the rosy pattern. I have it in the description below, the PDF there. It's real simple to make. Make one for yourself in all different types of varieties. Also, I'm writing a book on this whole skirt, on one skirt, because it has so many different variations. It's so much fun to make. I just like to test myself to see how else I can make it look different. I have an idea for the next one. I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to see it in the video. Anyway, hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next video.